what we're going to do today is we're going to review our Flambeau Tuff Krate and some of the mods that we've done to it to make life a little bit easier, make the product better. It's a great product as is, but it can be improved upon just like anything else. So I'm going to go grab it, drop it in here, and then we'll get the video rolling. Drops in there really easy to carry. Got everything on here. You just pick it up by the handles and carry it in. Drop it in when you're ready to go. So, good travel stuff. We're going to do some zooming in now. We'll get some close-ups and I'll show you some of the mods we've done to make this great crate a little bit better. So on the Tuff Krate, we'll start off, take some of these rods out, just kind of get them out of the way so you can see some stuff. We did a couple mods that I have seen on YouTube already, and I've seen them in so many different places, it's kind of hard for me to give a shout out to everybody. But if you search Tuff Krate, you'll see all the mods. Now some of these are my own ideas, so it is what it is. Like I said, just search YouTube, you'll find them. If I think of some of them, I'll put them in the description down below, and you guys can check them in. So, Flambeau Tuff Krate. This is the premium version. It's got the two upper locking things, as you can see. You got your lower, and you got your upper. So, let's start with the outside of the box. A lot of YouTube people are taking the rubberized mesh that you put in kitchen cabinets and stuff, and they're taking and super gluing it to the Kayak, like right in here. I'm not super gluing anything to my crate. I want to have something on there that if I want to remove it in the end, I can, and it doesn't leave any residue behind. So what I did was I went online to Amazon and ordered it's called Weatherstrip, Neoprene Weatherstop or Weatherstrip, 16-foot. Ordered it off Amazon. I'll put a link to that down in the bottom so you can have that. So this is it's about 1.5 inches, 2 inches wide. I think it's probably about 2 inches wide. Like I said, the exact dimensions will be down there in the bottom. So neoprene weather stripping. What it is, I took right here, cut 2 strips, angled them, put them in here, made me a little soft neoprene area right here. I can set stuff in it. If I set my knife there, see it doesn't slide. Hold on to it. It's neoprene. It is not soaking up water. If it does, it dries out quick. Also, you can see I added my bungee straps here. These are, I want to say from Sergeant Knott's. Again, I'll put it on the description down below where I ordered them from off Amazon. This is the high visibility orange. I love orange. If I could have got this kayak in all orange, I would have, because I think this helps you to be seen on the water. So I think I ordered either 25 or 50 foot of this. This is a 1/4 inch bungee cord. Ordered it in a roll, and what I did was I basically took and cut it and made it so it goes on the top and bottom, so I can slide something in if I want to hold something down. Slide it in, hold it down. It's perfect. It's out of the way. If I want to put a cutting board there, I can put a cutting board for cutting bait, but I still have access to this if I want to use that. So that's the top. Moving around to the front, we got our latches right here. These latches, these little pieces right here, sometimes will pop off. Took a little bit of went and bought a small black zip tie, or a little pack of them. Drilled a small hole right here. Loop that zip tie through. As you can see, it's loose, it moves, so that can articulate. So that if this ever pops off while I'm out there, it's going to hold it there. I'm not going to have to look for it. It keeps it in place. Did the same thing on this one. Drilled a small hole there, zip tied, cut it off. Doesn't get in the way, which is perfect. Then I used on the front, I use these bungee cords. I actually got these at Walmart. Ozark Trail mini bungee cords, 12 pack, about $4. Find them in the camping section. If I find them online, I'll put a link down there too. but I use these a lot on here, and I'll show you what I use them for. First, I'll use them in the front. They expand pretty good. If I want to stick something down here, like my raincoat or something, I can. Stick a whistle on there, so you know, we went over our whistle in our other videos, so check that out. But keep that there. Plus, I can move it around if I need to. Small hooks, great. Also on here, I have these little. This is where you can put your emergency flags in, or your high visibility flags. I use them to. I have a small carabiner with a knife on it. Don't know where I got it. Is what it is. But clips on there. Then I got 4 rod holders that go all the way around. And we're going to come back to those rod holders in just a minute. Actually, no, you know what? Let's go ahead and do that now. So these rod holders. If you look at this rod holder right here, and you stick a rod in there, you see how it flops around, does all this. If you open this up and you try to shut it and it's back there, it gets in the way, hooks on it, you can't get it shut. Just a pain in the butt. Now this one, I actually keep my fishing net in. I have a Yakspectations 1-arm fishing net here. I just slide it down in there. It fits perfectly, fits fine, fits great. Now for the rods, in order to keep them from catching this when I close it, what I did, you can see right here, drilled a hole here, drilled a hole here. This is 1/8 inch bungee cord that I also ordered in a 50-foot roll from Sergeant Knott's. Again, link in the description below. Drilled a hole in the middle of the rod tube on each side. Now, I have not seen anybody else do this on YouTube. Not saying somebody else hasn't done it, but I would like to think that I came up with this on my own. If I didn't, so be it, but I thought it was a great idea. So what we do is, when we put our rod in there now, we have 2 options. We can put it behind the thing and it holds it flush against the Tuff Krate if we want to, or, which is what I do, you just stick it in there in front of the bungee cord. Now, as you can see, it keeps it away from your lid. You can open your lid up, it doesn't hook. It's great. I did it on this side too. As you can see, you just slide it in there and it keeps it away from your thing. Also keeps it from moving around as much. If it's really rough water and you want it to get there, stick it against the back and it'll hold it flush against there. And as you can see, the rod doesn't move. 1/8 inch bungee cord, hole through the middle. Put the bungee cord through, tied it in a small knot, took a lighter, burnt the ends, burnt the knot a little bit to keep it so it doesn't come undone. Pulled the line through, pulled it tight, tied another knot, did the same thing with the lighter. As you can see, it's flexible. You can put it on front and back, it's right in the middle, and it gives you the ability to hold your rods in place. Works with just about any rod. This is a Lew's. The Lew's Mark IIs, they have a really big rod butt on the end, but as you can see, I can just take and just easily drop it down in there, and it holds it out away from my thing, my crate, so I can close the lid. Easy to get in, easy to get out. I can do it simply. I can turn around behind me, one hand, stick it in there, no problem. So, great mod that I love. And like I said, 1 inch bungee cord, that's what I used on that. So, now let's move into the inside the box. Our bungee cord from the top is a 1/8 or 1/4 inch bungee cord. It's done through, tied here, zip tied, burn ends. This is where I keep my gear, like split ring pliers, forceps, and my hook taker outers, hook removers. Up here I usually keep my soft plastics, put them right there. Keep my multi-tools with my little lanyard on them, my fish scales, grippers for the scale. I keep all that up here. And also I tied this is a regular piece of black cord. Actually, this cord, I'm gonna tell you where it came from. This cord, when this kayak was shipped to me, it had plastic and cardboard around it. It had all this black cord wrapped around it, and I saved all that black cord. So 3 Waters, thank you. That's where this came from. Your part. I salvaged your cord to make my lid holder. So there's already a hole here and already a hole there. Simply ran the cord through, tied the knot. I used a lighter to melt it so it doesn't come undone. Holds the lid up. The other thing I did, and this was on another YouTube channel, I don't know which one it was. If I remember, I'll put it in the description. But this little light right here is from Walmart, and it is $1. Got it in the flashlight section. Took and drilled 2 little small holes right there. Took the black zip ties, tied it to it. It folds up and down. I can turn it on. I got a light up here at night if I need a light. Perfect. Love it. I also took the neoprene that we ordered before, cut little strips, and just stuck the neoprene down onto the lid right here, onto the top. Just did it all the way around. That helps the lid close a little bit quieter. It doesn't slap as much, and holds it in there. Next, we move to our bottom. Now on the bottom, I used my 1/8 inch bungee cord. I drilled a hole right there in the little honeycomb, ran the 1/8 through, again tied the knots. It keeps it from going through the bottom on the top side and being in the way, and it's all right there. I can stick something there if I want to. Also went ahead and did the same thing, drilled the holes right there, zip ties, got a little light. I can see at night if I need to. Perfect. My organization inside my kayak, this thing holds a lot. So as you can see, I've got 4 Plano boxes in there. Actually, I'll say this, I have these Plano boxes, but I also have my lure lock box in there. I only have 1 lure lock box, and I plan on buying more. I absolutely love those lure lock boxes, and I'll go over some of those. I'll do a review on that later, but I love the lure lock boxes, just saying. So in here I have, terminal tackle, some of my swim baits, my Strike King Rage swimmers, swimming impact fat from Kayak custom worms, paddle tails. Then my favorite A-rigs is the Strike King titanium umbrella rig. Do some reviews on those later. Fish scent. You may not think fish scent is important, and some people will say, oh, it doesn't help catch fish. But one thing I will tell you is it may not help you catch fish, but it will mask your scent on a bait. And if you do some reading and do some research, you'll find that fish are more turned off by smell than they are turned on. So something to think about. Got this at Academy. It's a power bait, Berkeley, bass attractant, love it. Also got in here a small spinnerbait box. Get some of my spinnerbaits and buzz baits. Bait ball spinnerbait. Love this little bait. Keep all those in there. Put that up here. Then in here we got lure lock, terminal tackle box, jig heads, all sorts of stuff in there. We'll go over the lure lock stuff and why I think it's so great. Another Plano box. Another Plano box, crankbaits. Another Plano box, jerk baits, stick baits. So to get all this out of the way, I'll show you what I do on the inside to hold all that stuff together. So I use those little bungee cords that I bought at Walmart on the inside. There's a bunch of open holes in there. You can also run the thing and hook it through. You can see on the back there, got them hooked through there. And the reason those are so great is it keeps stuff from flopping over. So I can do this with one hand. So I can take my Plano, stick one down in there, take it out, take one out, it's still holding up. Take my other one, just slide it down in there, hold it in place. Then I got the other one. I usually try to do this outer one. I try to usually do it from bottom to top. And it's for what, if you do it in one spot, if you do it too high, they can, if you do it too high, the boxes can sometimes slide like this. If you do it too low, they can come over the top. So I do it at an angle, stick it there, hold it, take your second box, drop it down in there, and I promise you it's easy to do one-handed. We got our box down in there. We got our swim bait tubes there. Terminal tackle box. Paddle tails. Fish attracted. Closed up. Also, we did another lid holder right there. Again, thank you, Three Waters, for the extra rope. It came in handy. And I'm going to shut it. Now the way I attach it, I used, these came in a pack of Bungee Cords with, they actually had red bungee on it, but I don't like red. I like orange, one of my favorite, if not my favorite color. So I used my 1/8 inch bungee cord that I bought and put it in there, ran it through, double knotted it so it's not going anywhere, put it in there. And what I do is I take these, and the way I attach it is there's a pad eye right here on the side of the boat. Run it through there, then run it up through the lid there, then come back down, attach one there. I do one back here into the back, come up, go through, come back down, attach that there, go to the other side, do the exact same thing, put one through the pad eye here, come back up through the loop on the side of the Tuff Krate, pull this tight here around the ball. Let me take our last one through the pad eye, then through our crate. Then back to our ball right there. Attaches tight. That thing is not going anywhere. Then we take and we put our rods in there. There. The rod over here on this side. And then we come back and put our thing there, our net there. So as you see, it's a pretty great little system. Locked in place. I mean, I really got to move it to do that. On the water, it doesn't move. With the bungee cords down inside the rod holders, again, I can now open and close, and I won't catch on the trigger of the rod. Keeps it out of the way, and works perfect. So that's our Tuff Krate Flambeau review. If you can think of anything else you think I need to add to it, let me know. I think it's great the way it is. I can definitely add some stuff. Again, you can still put a high visibility flag down in there. If you have the nylon rods like this one, you just stick it down in there like this, and your orange flag is up here, and that's how it holds. So great little crate, works perfect, fits well in the Big Fish 108. And like I said, if you come up with something that I haven't seen or you can think of, put it down in the comments and we'll look at adding to it. If you have any other questions about this, no, I didn't do any measurements on it. Let me see about doing some measurements. So the Tuff Krate itself is 15.5 inches wide. I mean long. So it's 15.5 inches long, 12 inches wide, and it is, with the premium version, 15 inches tall. So you still have the bed of the Big Fish 108 is, 23 inches, 22.5, 23 inches, and about 24.5, 25 inches. So still got a lot of room back here. Scupper holes are still open back here. You still have room to use your tracks. You can still use your rod holders inside of there. Now obviously with my net here, it makes using this one a little bit harder, but I have it here so that when I catch a fish, most fish I land is on the right side of my boat, the majority of them, because I am right-handed. So my kayak, my net's right there. So, but that's about it. Like I said, appreciate you guys checking this out. If you have any suggestions, send them down below, and please like and subscribe. These videos take time to make, they take time to edit. I know that mine aren't the highest quality, but just showing you what an average person can do I'm nobody special. I'm out here in my shed. You can see how dirty it is. I've not got some special studio. I don't have any sponsorships from anybody. All this stuff I bought myself, paid my own good hard money for, or got as a present from somebody else as Christmas or birthday. So all these reviews, all these things I do are bias free. They're all simply things that I love and enjoy, in my honest opinion on them. So this thing works well on the Big Fish 108, and I suggest you get one. It's a great kayak crate. I know Big Fish and Three Waters and Feel Free make their own crates. I've never used one, to be honest with you. Maybe they'll send me one and I'll try it out, but for now this is what I got. So give me a like and subscribe, and I appreciate you guys sticking around, and we'll talk to you later. See ya.